Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. I'm dispensing with my usual graphics of data and pictures with which I start New Hampshire's Business because I want to focus on my guest and his personal story having to do with his parents in Ukraine. Howard Brodsky is my guest, and he is chair and CEO of CCA Global, which is based in Manchester, and is a company for a co-op company, actually, for small businesses of all kinds in the U.S., Canada, and Australia. And Howard is one of the New Hampshire's most recognized leaders for his work and for his contributions to social causes in the state. Howard, welcome.
Thank you, Fred. It's a pleasure to be with you today.
You are the son of Ukrainian parents. Tell us their story, which is also your story.
Yes, well, my father, and obviously his entire family, was born in in Ukraine. And, it was connected with Russia at the time, off and on, as you know, over the years. And he, at the age of 12, with his mother and two sisters, started the journey to try to get out of Ukraine. His father left 7 years earlier during World War I, and he could not go with them, and his mother could not go with him. So they had a journey that took a year and a half of walking out of the country. They got jailed twice,
Really?
yes, during the period. And matter of fact, I know he had the same boots on for 18 months. And when they got back to America, they had to cut off the boots, and he had permanent scars in his leg.
What years were these, Howard?
So he was in the early 20s. He was, I said 12 years old. With so much of the family's history from there, obviously seeing the tragedy that's happening in Ukraine today and the devastation, and Russia taking over a free country, it touches my heart and soul to want to help in any way possible.
Yes, and I know you're contributing, I believe you told me, to the Red Cross.
Well, the International Red Cross has two things we're doing. The International Red Cross has feet on the ground because there are people in the subway stations without food, without heat, and they have access. And the other thing is we have some friends who actually used to live in Ukraine who are collecting sleeping bags to send directly into people in Ukraine. It's needed, and we've helped contribute with that also, Fred.
Let me change gears for a minute briefly. You were my guest early in the pandemic to talk about how your company was adapting to the pandemic with your employees in particular. And as you know, that has changed the way businesses do business. So how has it changed CCA Global, and will those changes be permanent?
Well, obviously, during the pandemic, we went 100% remote. We came back to the office in June of 21 with a hybrid approach, which I think is some version of remote is going to exist for most companies. So we have everybody remote every Friday and Monday. So people are away from the office Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We're in the office Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This is permanent now. The first question we get asked when our HR department is looking for potential candidates, the very first question is, what is your remote policy? And so it's a change. We have certain teams which are 100% remote, but I would say the majority are in a hybrid approach. And I think, they talk about the Great Retirement, Fred. The Great Retirement was people that were unhappy where they were or the work-life balance. And I think the remote work gives the work-life balance. And also, I think, culture has been a very critical part of our company. And so we have to be more creative of how we make that culture work in a remote hybrid way.
Well, as I think maybe some of our viewers know, your company has been named for years as one of the best places to work in New Hampshire. So it sounds like it still is.
It is, and we're very happy with that. And as I said, I think we are trying to do extra elements to provide. That was interesting. There was a study done recently that of all the people that have retired in the last 6 months, 1/3 left for jobs that were paid less money. So I think one thing we're fortunate that we're a very mission-based company to save family businesses in North America. And I think people want to work for a mission-based company, one that cares about their people and about society.
Howard Brodsky, Chairman and CEO of CCA Global, based in Manchester, and also you have offices, I think, in St. Louis.
We do.
Thank you. If you missed part of this briefing and this part of the story of Howard and his parents who fled from Ukraine, and his remarks about how his company has changed because of the pandemic, go to WMUR.com, where it'll be posted later today and all this week.